Yeah, I mean, really, I've been meaning to get around to for quite a while, writing a book called 14 Years to Overnight Success. So if anyone comes out with a book called that, you'll know you heard it here first, because that's how long it took me to get anywhere. For 14 years, I was just banging my head, on a brick wall. I tried drop shipping. I tried eBay shops. I tried football betting sites. Everything you can think of, I tried in some way, shape, or form, and just couldn't get it to work. And basically, it's because I wasn't building a list. I was selling stuff, and I just wasn't building that list, and wasn't using that list correctly, really, to get an income coming in from it. And basically, to try and sort of condense it down for you, back towards the end of 2009, I went to a big seminar, and I discovered private label rights products. I was already a member of the Warrior Forum, hadn't really done a lot there. And basically, what I decided to do was to create a private label rights product, stuck it on the Warrior Forum, gave it away for free, and within 6 weeks, I built a list of 1,000 subscribers, and 100 people had actually taken the $9.95 upsell, or the OTO. So that was great. So I made $1,000 in 6 weeks, which I hadn't made that in 14 years. So I was doing somersaults. So I did that a couple more times. It worked okay, but never as good as the first time. I then got into ad swapping. And really, then sort of February 2011, I stumbled onto to solo ads. A friend of mine, we were chatting about it, just chatting about sort of the list and building the list and making money from it. And he said, well, why don't you think about selling solo ads? So I was like, well, I don't even know what a solo ad is. So, he explained to me what it was. I went out, I did a little bit of research, and I bought a couple of them myself to get an idea. And then basically started selling them from there, and the business was going well, because the beauty obviously of having a solo ads business is obviously you've got the income coming in, which is really nice, but you've got money to be able to keep on investing to build a business. And as soon as that happens, as soon as you've got an income coming in that you can reinvest, the business will really can skyrocket. So I was sort of selling the solo ads business, selling the solo ads. And then basically July 2011, I got an email from a marketer called Dagan Smith, and he wanted to buy a solo ad from me. And I thought I recognized his name, but didn't really know who he was. And he bought the solo ad, delivered it. He said, thank you very much. And as far as I was concerned, that was it. And about 3 or 4 weeks later, I woke up and there was about an extra $2,500 in my PayPal account, and it literally had appeared overnight. So I was thinking, oh my God, we always get all these scam emails about Nicaraguan generals trying to sort of send us money out of the country. I thought I'd hit the jackpot with one of them, but I just didn't know where this money had come from. So of course these people had all placed orders for solo ads. I was asking them, well, where did you hear about me? Why have you bought from me? And it was really funny because no one would tell me. No one would actually tell me how they found out about it. And eventually this lady said, my mentor told me, I hope you don't mind. I hope you won't mind me saying this, but it was Dagan Smith, my mentor, and he recommended you on a webinar. And that's basically what it was. So I contacted Dagan, thanked him, and he was really cool. He said, don't worry about it. But the amount of business I got from that, then from his customers and clients coming on board and then recommending me, etc. And it just went from there, Simon, really. The business just, 5 figures a month, and, it sort of went from there, really. Yeah, sure. Yeah, basically, it's just a solo ad is, so let's imagine, let's put the scenario here that you and me, Simon. So I've got a solo ads business. Okay, so that means I've got a list of, as it was before I sold the business, I built the list of 93,000. So I got a list of 93,000 subscribers. You've got a free gift in the make money online niche. So let's say you've got a product on how to make money from Facebook ads, something like that. And basically you would come to me and you would pay me to deliver a certain amount of traffic to that page. So in this, we call them clicks. So obviously it's the clicks on the link. So basically, I would sell you a 125 click package, 250, a 500 or 1,000. And basically you give me your link. We'd work out what the copy is that you want to send. Depend on the solo selling, I tended to sort of get a copy from people, have a little look. If it was like email version of War and Peace, I'd sort of bring it down, make sure that the people who were receiving the email knew what it was that they were going to go and send to, and basically then send the email. And that's a solo ad. It's basically buying traffic from somebody who has a list, and they send their list to your free gift. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you've got if you've got a good one-time only offer behind it, and you've got sort of a right catch, the right hook, etc., and you're driving the right traffic, then you can make your money back on the solo ad, and in some cases, actually even make a profit from them. No, not at all. I mean, you're looking on average in terms of, if we talk per click, depending on who you buy from, they're looking somewhere in the region probably between 40 to 60 cents a click. So, you're looking at 100 click solo ad. It's probably going to cost somewhere between $40, $50, something like that. No, absolutely. It depends. The thing is, all marketers seem to they put their own value on whatever they just seem to think is the sort of the right value. There isn't a set industry standard. It's not like you buy an iPhone from somewhere and pretty much everywhere it's going to be within like a couple of dollars. There can be quite a wide range. But what we're finding now, as the solo business is starting to develop, and bigger players are coming on board, and it's becoming more sort of mainstream. Because when I started this, I'm going back about sort of 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, it was still quite a sort of an in the closet type thing. A lot of people didn't know what solo ads were, whereas now there's a lot of people out there selling them. There's a lot of people doing products, how to make sure you get the best value for money from them, etc. But it was very much sort of behind closed doors previously. But the prices, they do sort of vary quite a bit. But what you've got now is a lot of people will either just sell you a standard solo ad, or they'll sell you a solo ad that is just buyers. So there are guys now who actually have done WSOs, and they will sell you a WSO buyers solo ad. That sort of thing. And also as well, country specific. If the solo ad seller has the right software or is using the right autoresponder, you can buy traffic from set countries as well. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things. I guess it's down to the action that you take. You've got Peter and Paul. Peter could sort of just do it part time and just think, oh well, I'll send an email now, or I'll buy a solo, and it could take Peter 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Whereas Paul will hit it hard and has the drive and the motivation, the determination, and he can be doing it within sort of 4, 6 weeks, something like that. It's yeah. If you go for it, if you implement the sort of the kind of stuff that we're talking about in the WSO that we're doing, then there's no reason why. It's very much it's quite formulaic. There is a formula to it, and it's then making sure you follow that formula, you hit that those touch points, you take the action, and it can be done without a shadow of a doubt, and it's not the most technical type. It's not like SEO. I mean, God, I bang my head against the brick wall thinking about SEO. It's nothing like that. It is. It's sending traffic to a page that converts and then sending it back out to someone else. Yeah. yeah, 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 yeah. No, absolutely, absolutely. It's yeah, it's very much, there's a sort of a blueprint to it. There's a formula. You follow it through, and if you take action, then absolutely, you're making money from it. And the thing is, it's quite interesting. The great thing, what I really like about this is it's something that obviously anybody can start up. You don't have to be a super sort of techie whiz. Obviously, you've got a certain amount of knowledge, obviously, but it's not. If you put up a web page, or you can put an autoresponder form into a page, you can do this. And if that's something that you can't do, if somebody's watching this saying, I can't do that, it's easy enough. Do you know what I mean? Go to YouTube and you'll find a free video that tells you how to do it. It's not it's not difficult at all. So that's the beauty of this. It's very, very, very simple. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can go with the others, but I personally, my own personal experience, I've always found Aweber excellent. I found the deliverability very good. The open rate. If you send something, then it's probably going to get there. So yeah, if you're gonna do it right, I would say. Yeah, 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 yeah. You don't even have to go out and buy optimized press or anything like that. You can just get a squeeze page, and just stick your code in it. Somebody enters the details and they come through. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, to even take it to an even simpler level, Simon, if somebody wasn't confident of putting a one-time only offer together, if they thought, perhaps the HTML, and if they've done it before and they couldn't get the pages to work, then don't have one. I mean, it's best to have one, but if not, just stick a page. Don't use the standard Aweber. Thank you very much for joining the list. Just have a page behind it that's got a couple of banners on it that for offers, for other marketers' offers, for affiliate offers, or that kind of thing. So it can be, it can really be extremely simple. It can be very, very, very simple. Yeah. Okay. Well, basically, it's a 90-minute video. Okay. So I know a lot of people are going to, my God, I can't sit and watch a video for 90 minutes, but we did it. Yeah. Yeah. But it was, to be honest with you, I'm doing this with Igor Kaifetz, and Igor is sort of now. To me, Igor is probably the biggest solo ad seller there is out. He's sort of the highest profile one. I basically, for the guys who are watching this, basically, so we'll perhaps touch it in a little while, but I actually sold my solo ads business. I leveraged, I sort of put in place an exit strategy that I'd implemented right at the start. And I basically sold the business because I wanted to move on to other things. And I can talk about that in a minute, another reason why I like the solo ads business. But basically, yeah, we sat down and we sort of, we mapped out this training, and we said, all right, let's go for it. Let's record it. And at the end of it, we did it, and we felt like we'd given really, really good content. We'd really sort of gone to town on this, and we sort of stopped it. And Igor said, "Well, how long was that?" I said, "Do you realize?" I looked at the clock. I said, "Do you realize we've been doing this for 90 minutes?" And he was like, "My God, about 35 minutes." But we'd really, as I say, we really, have gone to town. I know some people may have said, we've given away the farm here, but it's, we've broken it down. It's in a mind map. It's step by step. And to show people exactly what they need to do. We've also as well we've added something in there as well of Igor's. There's an unannounced bonus in there, which I guess anybody, unless really actually the only people are going to know this is your guys. On the other side, there's some of Igor's stuff as well in terms of the technical type side and list building formula, that kind of thing. So he's got some good stuff in there. So that's not in the sales letter. So you guys are the only ones that are going to know about that. But yeah, yeah. Basically, I mean, do you know that the funny thing is, I spent 14 years, I say, banging my head against a brick wall trying to make money online. Yet offline, I worked for three of the largest corporations in the UK as a marketing, training, coaching, business development manager. So it was quite, I had this job where I was doing all of this kind of stuff, and yet online, I just couldn't get it. I just didn't. And like, to me, giving away something for free was just so alien. It was unbelievable. You have no idea how painful it was the first time I had to give something away for free, because that wasn't my background. But and I think because the thing is, you don't have to have that background. It really doesn't matter what your background is. Anybody could do this. Doesn't matter what. But because of the background I had, it was very much my thought process is, when you build a business, you want to have an exit strategy, because you may not want to do that forever and ever. Okay, so I sort of implemented this, and basically what I did, it was something very simple, Simon, and that is, I built the listing of pen name, and that's and there's hundreds of guys out there doing that. I mean, we talked about somebody earlier. You were talking about a name, and I thought, who? And then you told me his other name, and I was like, yeah, I know who you mean. I was with him a couple of weeks ago. That, and it's something that so many, it's something that the authors do. Um, it's not sort of a shady business practice in any way, shape, or form. It's just something, if you're in different niches, well, people do it. A lot of marketers do it. So that's basically what it was. I built this as a, as that kind of sort of pen name. And then basically I sold the business and just sort of found somebody who was buying solo ads from me, and I sold the business to them. But what I was going to say, the beauty for me of solo ads is that it's a great, it's honestly like, it's a great starter. I think it can be looked at both ways. There's a lot of guys out there. We were talking about guys earlier, and I've had a lot of guys coming to me who are big marketers who are actually wanting to start building their own solo ads businesses, because it's such an easy, simple thing to do, and it's, you can outsource it as well, and it's great from that point of view. But it's also great as well if you're somebody who's starting out, which technically I still was. In the 14 years I've been trying this, when I sort of built the solo ads business, I was still pretty new to actually making money online and feeling like I was getting anywhere. But I sold the business, and since selling the business, I've launched 6 WSOs for Alex Jeffries. I won a launch contest of his and beat Mike Filsaime and Jeff Diedrich, John Thornhill, Dean Holland. And within 3 days of doing that, Alex had asked me to work for him. I was the launch manager on his WSO. We did $100,000 in 7 days. Since then, I've done a JV with Dagan Smith, and as we were just talking earlier, going to be going out to Las Vegas in the next few weeks, a month or so, to go out and give a presentation there from the students that we're coaching. And I'm coming to Manchester as well. It's all of that has just come from me being a solo ad seller, because what happens is, when you've got traffic, when you control traffic and you can drive traffic, people are very keen to know you. They really sort of, there's the old thing of the money's in the list. I like to say, the power's in the list, because it really is, and people want to know you when they know you can drive traffic. So I would say, to the guys here that are watching this video, that it's a great business model to start. It's also a really great stepping stone to take you on to other things that, people, when they know you have a list, they really want to know you. And I get several JV offers a week because of this. Obviously, you've asked me to speak in Manchester for you as well. And, it's all that kind of stuff. It's just sort of that keeps on rolling. So I would say for those guys, yeah, it's a great business to get into. Excellent. That's really cool. Really cool. No, I think that's it. Just thanks obviously for asking me on the call to have a chat with your guys today. So, yeah, I'm sure we will. All right. Cheers, Simon. Cheers, mate. Bye now.